It is Sunday, March 29th, and we are on day 20 of the Rome quarantine. So a lot of people have sent in some questions about concerns they have. They're nervous, they're scared, they're afraid of getting sick, afraid of losing their jobs, afraid of not knowing when this is going to end. And those are all very valid concerns. Most of us haven't experienced too many plagues in our life. But as far as getting sick goes, I think it's important to remember that even most of the people who do get the virus show little to no symptoms at all. So, most people are not hospitalized. Most people do not die from the virus. So it's important to keep that in perspective. And also, a lot of us don't think twice about getting into a car, which statistically that's pretty dangerous, right? We don't even think much about letting our kids ride in a car when we're not driving. Another thing is diet. A lot of us don't have the best diets. A lot of us don't exercise as much as we should. But again, not something that really bothers a lot of people. And I think that's because 24/7 we're not being told how dangerous that is. We know it, but we don't obsess over it. We don't think about it much. Now, if you have underlying health issues or you're on the front lines, of course, it's more of a risk. But that's definitely not most of us. As for being worried about losing your job or your small business or having your hours cut, that's certainly a concern, right? But, I'm a small business of one. And not only that, but my business is international tourism. So you can imagine how well that's going. I mean, just look at the street I'm on. It's usually filled with people and there's nobody. But I'm not too concerned because I know that we will get through this. I know that fear fades, and people will eventually start going back out again. They'll go to restaurants again, they'll go shopping again, they'll start traveling again. So I know we'll get through it and things will improve. As a society, we've been through plagues, we've been through world wars, we've been through stock market crashes, and we always bounce back. We adapt, we learn, we get stronger, we get smarter, and we survive. And that's what's going to happen here. We don't know how long it'll take, but eventually we'll get there. And I think we'll get there sooner rather than later. Italy has been under quarantine now for 20 days, and we've had about a week of good numbers. Still a lot of deaths, but the percentage of cases is going down. The intensive care units are not seeing as many people. A lot more recoveries. So some good news out of Italy there. But as far as like not knowing how long this will last, and not liking being quarantined, I think a lot of people are starting to realize what many people already know, and that's that we are not in control of everything in our lives. And I think once more people realize that, people will start to be better off and learn to make do. We have to make do with what we have. I don't like the fact that I can't just do whatever I want right now in Rome, but I have to make do with what I have. So I focus on my passions at home, things that I enjoy doing there, and it's all I can do. So I encourage you to do the same. I would also encourage you not to obsess over the news and obsess over numbers. I know numbers are scary, but the fact is that every country measures things differently. So, China obviously is lying about how many deaths they've had. Italy, the numbers here don't really tell the whole story because pretty much anyone who dies with coronavirus dies from coronavirus. So don't be too concerned about numbers. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay faithful. Don't obsess over numbers. Remember to get dressed. And that's it. Talk to you soon.